Hello friends, welcome in this channel. This is the first video on the continuity. Continuity is very useful topic in the real analysis. First of all, the term continuity is very popularized from the time of Newton to describe an unbroken curve, but that idea is not precise. After that, famous mathematicians Bolzano and Augustin Louis Cauchy have tried to give some sort of ideas of continuity, but Carl Weierstrass was the first man who gave the precise ideas of the continuity in the branch of mathematical science. Continuous means a graph which is smooth, or other way we can say a graph which which has no sharp edge. So that's the basic graphical ideas of continuity. In the context of limit, we have seen that limit extends to a fx. In that case, we do not bother about the functional value at that point, but in the context of continuity, we have to careful about the functional value at that point. So if for a point a limit extends to a fx is precisely the functional value at that point a, that means fa, then we can say that the function f is continuous at that point a. So two graphs has been shown here. First one represents a continuous function and second one represents a discontinuous function, because in the first graph there is no sharp edge or no break, but in the second curve, in each interval there is some sort of discontinuity at the right end point. So these are the basic ideas of continuity. So without help of limit, how can we define the continuity? So suppose f is continuous at a point a, then we say that for given any positive epsilon there exists some delta such that the difference fx minus fa is less than epsilon when mod x minus a is less than delta. So that means fx will be very close to the functional value fa when the variable x is very close to the point a. So these are the basic notion of continuity at some point. Equivalently, we can say that from the sequential criteria, suppose xn is a converging sequence which converges to the point a. So this implies that the sequence f of xn must converge to fa. So if this condition holds, then we can say that f is continuous at some point a. Now next, what will happen if a function is continuous in an open interval ab? So a function is continuous at open interval ab, that means that function is continuous at every point alpha where alpha lies between a and b, because the interval is open. Similarly, what does mean if a function is continuous in some closed interval? Suppose a function f is continuous in closed interval ab, that means if alpha is an interior point of f, in that case f is continuous at that point alpha. So in the interval ab, if alpha is some interior point, then f will be continuous at that point. Now we will come to the ideas of one-sided continuity. First of all, suppose f is left continuous at some point b, that means limit extends to b minus fx will be f of b. That's the idea, that's the definition of continuity. But the function is left continuous at b, so that we have used the sign extends to b minus. That means the difference fx minus fb should be less than some pre-assigned epsilon for all x belongs to b minus delta to b. So the interval is open because we are considering left-sided continuity. Similarly, suppose the function f is right continuous at some point a. In that case, we will use the notion x tends to a plus. So we will write limit x tends to a plus fx is same as f of a. That means the difference fx minus fa should be less than epsilon for all x belongs to a plus delta. So the interval is open. So this is the idea of one-sided continuity.